Welcome to the Bondi Scrapper channel. Today, a quick strip out of a microwave oven. When I'm out street scrapping, I usually don't want to take the microwaves home because a lot of them look even worse than this one. And you just don't want that in your shed, in your garage, in your house, wherever you do your scrapping. But there's good things to be had from it. So when I'm out and about, I usually have the following tools, and that's pair of garden secateurs or side cutters, one or the other, pair of multi grips, I think you call them channel locks somewhere, a Phillips head screwdriver and a big flat blade screwdriver. And what I do is, first things first, there's a little panel just there, and I get the flat blade and I put it in under there and I go like that. Just breaks off the metal tab. If you've got two hands, this is a lot easier. Like that. Pull that tab off like that. And right there is a little electric motor, and it's held in usually by one or two screws, in this case one screw. So I chop the wires off just there, pull that screw out. Give me a minute. And then what I try and do is try and close it up again, and I let all the screws that I remove fall down into the body of the microwave rather than scattering them all over someone's lawn and giving scrappers a bad name. Second thing I do is you remove, it's usually 3 screws, so there's the front of the microwave, there's the control panel just there, that's the side where all the good stuff is. There'll be 1 screw usually on the side, a couple on the back. Cut the cord off as well, so I'm going to do that. Those three screws you've just pulled out, keep them because we're going to close this microwave up again later. Remembering that sheet metal can often be sharp on the edge, grasp it firmly, put your foot down like the Crocs, they're watermelon, and kind of pull it back like that. And that will expose the gubbins. This is an inverter microwave, so it's not going to be as lucrative as a normal one. But you've got a few things. You've got the fan motor, that's usually easy to get out. And you can pull good copper out of that, or just put it in as a motor. There's the dreaded, oh God, what's it called again? Oh, the geothermal transmogrifier or something like that. Who knows? You'll know. You'll all know what it's called. In the older ones, it's got beryllium in the end of the copper bearing bit in the middle. That's probably a bad thing to be playing with, but then in these newer ones they've got something nice, and so we can have our way with it. That's the transformer just there, not much to that, and there's a big aluminium heatsink underneath it. Bit of a circuit board, a lot of wires. One of my neighbours has just come home, they're having a chat. Little transformer there, I'm going to rip all that out. Usually just the multi-grips will do the job. So at this point I've ripped out the fan that was just there. That was 2 screws from the outside and a bit of a bending of sheet metal right there, and bend that back again. Took the 2 screws out of this thing, which still isn't moving, so there must be a couple more on the other side. Yep, there they are, I can see them. So it depends on how desperate you are for a little bit of aluminium and a shaft that's got a very fancy copper core if you care to cut it out. Over here there were 3 micro switches. They've usually got a bit of copper in them, and some copper windings. There's still a little transformer just there, and still this main board to pull off, however that comes off, and I'm sure it just clips in. There was also a little circuit board down there, and all I did was I just got in there with a big screwdriver and broke it in half so that it would come out, because it had a bit of a transformer right there, or something, choke, whatever you want to call it. And we've got that bit of wire so far, so let's keep going. So the bit that's got the transformer on it, the inverter transformer, is held in by a little Phillips head screw there. So if you have a little Phillips head screwdriver, you could probably undo it, and I'm sure there's probably one further down. All I'm going to do is just grab it and pray that I get it. So we bend that back, come down just there with that one. And we're struggling, so I need two hands yet again. Oh, wait up. Oh, wait up. Oh, yeah. Getting excited, isn't it? There we go. So that's got that out. You can see it's got some nice bits of copper in there, and something else happening there. Bit of aluminium. Let's throw that in the pile and clean that up at home. I guess if you really wanted to, you could do it on the street. And I'm just going to grab this little guy here, and that one there will be a relay, I'm pretty sure, and that one there, so they can just come off using such finesse by getting the multi-grips just like that. Let's come back a bit so we can see what we're doing. Just grabbing that like that, giving it a twist, and that usually works, no guarantees, but you know. Oh, trashing it on the spot. Where are we? But I can see the copper. Give me a minute. So that's it, job's done. I've got that thing out. Put it in the comments what it's called. And we got that bit of a transformer, we got that electric motor, we got another electric motor, a bit of low-grade copper wire, a few little relays, I guess you'd call them. And this thing then suddenly turns into a great garbage bin for putting all your shit steel into, such as this tin of crap. With all the bits of rubber and rubbish, and there's another one. All that. And you kind of move it around a bit and let it all fall down the holes, and what you've got to be really careful of is that you don't overfill this one, because this is a big microwave, and honestly, if you fill this up, it will weigh a good 60 kilos. So be careful of that one. But you know, I hide all my, it's still got metal in it, but all my plasticky rubbishy stuff that may or may not draw criticism. In the bit that you can, and then I kind of close that up, and I put the 3 screws back in, and yeah, they can't work out why the microwave weighs so much. And even in the bit where you cook the food, then I throw all the stuff like that, all the decent stuff, so that if they open up the door there, they can see all this great metal, and it all goes in a shred, because God, it's hard to convince my scrap metal dealer that it's good metal, even when you're giving great clean stuff with no plastic on it. Anyway, that's the way I do that one. You'll get a few dollars out of the microwave, not a great deal, but you get a good garbage container if you're stupid enough to bring it home with you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want, and if you don't, that's fine. Give it a thumbs up, that's always good. If you don't like it, give it 2 thumbs down, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.